That's a very elderly female. And there's her troop. Across the highway and onto Golden Hill Road. Things are so much better. The Valve House. Who's making the rattle? It's Clyde, Locke's son born in 2021. Remember, he was a brat once, giving his mum enough headache with his older sister, Lockie. Good thing the little ones will all grow up. And he isn't alone. His mum and sisters, the entire family is on an outing. It seems Nessie just had a swim, despite the weather. They all seem so relaxed today. I suppose it's because they are the only troop around. Another is running to the valve house to join the party. And isn't it a gorgeous day to make the most of it? This tree is beginning to bear fruit. So here we have Nora's troop today, on their old turf once again. Strangely, they all seem to be pulling back from the dam all of a sudden. Not in a panic, but more like a strategic retreat. Did Nora up there call him to do so? But some aren't clearly as concerned. But most do heed the call to pull back. Is this sufficient yet? Must be so, if Nora has deigned to come here too. But some prefer the fun way. But somehow Cecil got carried away. Let's hope Celessa didn't see what happened to her baby though. Bibi has taken the fun way too. Who's that? I think that's Ernie again. He wants more revenge on Cecil. He's lashing out again. But this time at Ella. Her infant aunt Evie is going to talk some sense into him. Ernie is clearly crossed at Cecil and those babies who side with him. Ernie is really petty to take it on those little ones, isn't he? But this time he isn't going to get away with it easily. One of the mothers has noticed. Or rather two. And one who can definitely beat his ass is Celessa, the matriarch in waiting. Ernie should count himself lucky this time. Just a storm in a teacup, it hasn't escalated. Okay, there may still be some repercussions, but not very much. The babies, soon yearlings, will have to learn and face all this nitty-gritty of their society. That's Fiona, Dora's daughter born in 2020. Why is Cecil getting picked on again? Yup, it was Celessa just now coming to aid her baby. Smart for Bibi to lie low amidst the chaos. Is Fiona at it again? Unbelievable. Here comes his uncle, Niall. And he didn't side with his nephew. and say he's back to Mum. Now I wonder what Cecil could have done earlier to get him getting picked on today. While all this is happening, Bibi is by herself all this time. She has grown more independent since we last saw her, hasn't she? What is it this time? So is it not over yet? So Cecil, you found an ally in your uncle. Beat me, I can't decipher what is happening there anymore. But Cecil is back to mingle again, with Ella joining her. Bibi is coming too. But where is Cecil? He's already back with his mum. Kids are none of Neil's business, I suppose. Best to let them sort things out themselves. They are all getting excited, aren't they? And there's the reason. The goodies van is coming again. and they are lining up like little kids.
開心事啊！開心。哇！機會難逢啊！你而家排隊，你睇排隊啊！喂，阿哥哥，我喺個喂，你而家喺度影緊，你而家喺度影緊，好少咁多馬騮啊！見唔見到嗰幾隻？喺度喺度，醫生。
My guess is that they had heard the goodies van very early on, and decided to move back to give way to other troops.
好犀利哦！
哇！哇！犀利，好似一齊排咯。
What a sight to behold! But poor Bibi is still on her own. Where is Bee, her mum? Yuck, it is here finally. It is Cecil again. My guess is some of the mothers have forgotten about their babies when the van is here. So which one of them is crying for mum? Who is this one? It's Pete, Pepper's son. So he is still hanging around Nora's troop. Why is he waits for his turn here? A few members from Dane's troop are beginning to spill over onto this side now. Phoebe knows her place. She is just munching away quietly. While Cecil is still crying for his mom. So it's him who's been crying all along when mum left him for the goodies van. I think one of the older females is getting fed up with his crying all this time. He should just get on with the goodies like everyone else. He is old enough, he doesn't need milk to wash down the goodies. I haven't seen Bee's mum Bee yet, but I think she is out there somewhere for romance. Lil BB is doing marvelous on her own. Look! There's that old girl with a huge hernia in Dane's troop. She and a few others are waiting for their turn. No worries, there's plenty for them all. Lil BB is coping much better on her own than I had expected. After all, she's Bebe's little sister. The sweet baby girl who would still be with us. Had she not been injured. growing more independent as time passed. As I was expecting to see her make it to 2024 and beyond. But by a bad stroke of luck, she got injured during the time of the year when she was feeling vulnerable again. During the mating season when her mum wasn't around most of the time. Normally such a wound would have healed without a glitch. But she was probably feeling insecure and went out to look for mum, which got her in some dire straits. She was never seen again. Poor Cecil. Now I am quite certain that they have all been taunting him for being a crybaby all the time. Those few from Dane's troop are closing in. As you can see, there is really plenty for them too. That's Alan, what a clever boy. Enjoying his share of goodies well away from the scene. The goodies van must have by now reached the top of the road. Let's see what transpired in its wake. Remember him? Nope. That's Charlie, Lucy's son born in 2017. Charlie was ousted by the end of 2020. And he has been trying hard to get accepted into Nora troop ever since. Without much success so far. He probably has been drawn out from hiding by the hubbub associated with the goodies van's passage. But he was too late to catch anything. Poor guy, he's been living rough. See you again, Charlie. Hopefully you'll be in a troop then. So eerily quiet. Everyone must have gone running after the goodies van. Hold on, I know who this lil one is.